As always, I'm Carl with Target's Attitude, your absent-minded professor of knives and all things sharp. Today, not talking about a knife. I'm talking about gadgets for camping and outdoors enjoyment. Basically, I'm responding to a video that I came across while trying to research a few things. The video is top 10 new camping gadgets and gear you should buy. And I gotta admit, I almost died laughing. I mean, okay, admittedly, I have not been camping for a couple years between having had to undergo surgery and treatment for cancer and then destroying the meniscus in my left knee. I haven't been in any physical shape to go. But that doesn't mean that I don't know what it's like to go camping. I've been camping for years before my health started failing me, and as I get back in shape and get more mobile, I'm going to be going camping again, I promise you. And I keep trying to keep up with some of the gear. But let's take a look at some of the things that this guy's recommending. One is what's called a hammock. It is basically it's a hammock with a tent attachment. I'll go ahead and cut now for a quick clip showing a little bit from the Kickstarter campaign for it, so you can take a look at that.
We are Lit Outdoors. We are proud to present to you the hammock, the world's first hammock tent system that allows you to hammock wherever you go. We love hammocks and sharing the outdoor adventure with friends and family so much, we created a way to hammock anywhere. Hammocks are great, but they are limited to where you can use them. You need to find somewhere with trees and the perfect tree spacing. We wanted to create a new way to use hammocks anywhere while providing comfort, gear storage, and protection from the elements. So we created the hammock. Designed with versatility in mind, the hammock is completely freestanding. It doesn't require stakes or anchor points, causing less damage to our precious landscapes. The frame is sturdy, easy to use, and sets up in seconds. Ripstop nylon makes the hammock durable. It's designed to provide plenty of storage space to keep your gear or a furry companion safe and dry. With pockets above and beside you, your items are easy to access while you relax.
Okay, not going to play the whole thing. You get the idea. Let's see here. If you want to get one, it's $349. And we got all of this neatness. Storage pockets. Carry bag. Here we go. Tech specs. Packed weight, 20 pounds for camping. Yeah, okay. I can see that, I guess. But so let's okay, so in a way this is promising. I mean, yeah, he's right. And without two trees to hang it from, a hammock is not very useful. And it is kind of nice in that sleeping directly on the ground is not always the best thing. I mean, especially if you're late in the fall or super early in spring, or God forbid in the winter, you can lose a lot of body heat to the ground if you're not careful. Sleeping in a hammock is going to be a lot more comfortable and a lot safer that way. And having the tent built around the Hammock is kind of nice, but it's 20 pounds. 20 pounds for one-man tent. As I'll get into a little bit later here. Well, yeah. You can get a six-man tent, from Coleman that weighs in at 16 pounds. So 20 pounds, 16 pounds. The Coleman tent will sleep 6 people. The hammock will only sleep 1. I'm sorry, if you're going camping the way I do, you're bringing everything in your backpacks on your back. If my wife is coming with me, we're probably either going to be using a camper or a cabin, in which case we don't even need the tent. But if we're going in with backpacks, 20 pounds is a lot of weight. If I get back down to where I should be, which is between 200 and 220 pounds, that means I should be carrying, my backpack should be no more than 50 to 70 pounds. I'd prefer to keep it close to 50 because 70 pounds is a lot of weight to carry on your back when you're trying to walk through the woods. If you've been camping the way I go camping, I'm sure you agree. So, nice as this idea is, it sounds like something a city slicker who idea of camping is taking a van with all of their goodies with them and then pitching a tent and sleeping in the tent even though everything else is in the van parked right next to the tent. And for God's sake, if you're going to do that, they make tents that attach to the back of vans and pickup trucks that are going to be a lot bigger and would probably be able to hang hammocks in as well. So I could see this for maybe having a portable hammock you can take to the park with you. But camping? Okay, maybe you see it, but I sure don't. Some of the other things this guy is recommending. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, here's a great one. The Easy Up Camping Cube. Available from Amazon for how much again? Oh yes, $169. Let's take a minute, take a look at this, shall we? Easy Up Camping Cube for $169. Let's take a look at it. That looks really nice. But here's the trick. All you're getting for that $169 is the 4 walls and possibly a floor. This gadget is designed to attach to a canopy or awning like this or like this. So for the $169, all you get are the 4 walls that attach to the frame of your awning. It's nice. It's got, appears to be well made. It's definitely uses good material. But you have to have the awning and the frame for it to work. Otherwise, you have 4 walls and that with nothing to support them and no roof. Well, excuse me. Okay, yeah, it holds 6 people. But let's see here. We can get a Coleman 14 by 10 Prairie Breeze tent that has its own framework for $247, and it'll sleep up to 10. See here, the Easy Up weighs 14 pounds, but you still have to have a canopy. So let's see here. Canopy. Now this one is a little expensive at $144. You could probably get one that'll work just as well for just under $100, but it's going to be about the same weight. And this, as we scroll on down, we find that oh, this is a bad one, because it says it's 52 pounds. Let's see if we can find a much lighter canopy. Of course, you also need to, here's one, basics pop up, just under 100. And as we come on down here, it's still 40 pounds. So you've got 14 pounds plus 40 pounds to make a tent that'll sleep 6. Come on. I mean, okay. And let's come up here. And let's go Coleman tent. Okay. And let's go for a 6-person tent. So, here we go. 145, 89, 89, 129 to, and that looks pretty close to what we were looking at. 6-person. And as we come on down here, and let's see here, product detail, shipping weight 28 pounds, that weight is 24.9 pounds, so 25 pounds, as opposed to, what did we say? Over 50 pounds? It'd be a lot easier to carry 25 pounds than 50 pounds, and this is not exactly the lightest tent out there. Let's see here. Let's take a look at this one. Okay, this is only rated for 4 people, but it's still about the same size, and shipping weight is 16 pounds. So, yeah, shipping weight is 16 pounds. Means you can probably cut that back to about 14 pounds once you strip it out and set it up to fit in your backpack. Oh, hell of a lot better than 60 pounds, that's for sure, or 50 pounds anyway. No, nice idea, I just don't see it. Don't see it at all. So let's see what else this guy is talking about, shall we? Okay, next thing this guy is recommending is something called the iFreezer Go 20, which if you go to Indiegogo, who makes it, you'll find that it's built as the redesigned car freezer. No more ice bags. iFreezer Go 20 is your ultimate 20-liter portable car freezer for outdoors. Basically, this thing plugs into the power outlet in your car. Where they used to put in cigarette lighters, and now they have cords that plug into it to charge your phone, run your radio, all that sort of thing. Again, okay, if you're going to be parking your van or truck right next to your tent and can leave it plugged into your car, not a bad idea. If you're using a camper, if your camper doesn't already have a refrigerator and freezer in it, dude, you bought the wrong camper. Sorry, but you did. So this thing does you no good there. If you're backpacking into the campsite, the way I used to, and the way I plan on doing it when I start camping again, as I mentioned earlier, this thing weighs, let's see here, about 21 liters. That's a pretty big unit. And yeah, it's got real nice digital controls, and it's got a bunch of other things, including USB output, and so you can plug your phone and in, but it doesn't really have a battery. It relies on your car video or car for that. And so far I'm finding all sorts of nice things, but nothing that tells me how much it actually weighs or how big it is. And then, as I say, 21 liters is pretty big. So, especially when you have to include the refrigeration unit. Here we go. 315 millimeters high, 320 millimeters wide, 570 millimeters long. Okay, that's roughly 22 and a half or 23 inches by somewhere around 12 inches by 12 inches. That's the size of your backpack. And of course, you'd have to carry a battery along with you to power it with. It does have a battery available, which is 210 millimeters by 151 millimeters by 48 millimeters. So roughly 8 by 5 by 2. Still doesn't mention how much it weighs. But, yeah, no, I'm not carrying that with me in my backpack. I wouldn't have room for anything else in my backpack. And it's probably going to take up most, if not all, of the reliable weight limit I'd have for my backpack. No, sorry. Dude, if you have to go camping with all the niceties and comforts of home, buy yourself a camper. This thing is... I can see it for tailgating. Matter of fact, for tailgating, it'd be great. I can see it for a family reunion or a picnic in the park somewhere. It'd be a fantastic idea for that. And at $150, I think, no, excuse me, $450. $450, you can buy an apartment size or dorm size refrigerator and an inverter to plug it into in your car. Nice idea. I'm not going to pay for it. So what else does this guy have? Let's see here. Another thing he's got. A solar cooler. How nice. Go portable. Let's see what this thing is. Yeah, the Go Portable is basically a solar powered battery. You know what? I could see that for emergency packs and for bug out gear. I mean, okay, just an example. When I was still living in Charleston, my wife had to evacuate for a hurricane. Since I was a healthcare professional working for one of the actually two of the biggest hospitals in Charleston, I couldn't leave. I had to stay. She evacuated to her mother-in-law's house, or my mother-in-law's house, excuse me, her mother. On a normal day, it took us 3.25 to 3.5 hours to drive from Charleston to my mother-in-law's. This day, because our beloved governor at the time was a complete and total idiot who completely blew the emergency activation system and just completely ruined the whole thing. One reason why he only got made one term and wasn't reelected for a second one. It took my wife 9.5 hours to get to her mother's house from Charleston, and the only reason she did it in only 9.5 hours was that she knew enough back roads that she was able to bypass the highways. People who were stuck on the highways took 8 to 9 hours just to make it to Columbia, which normally is an hour and 15 to an hour and a half from Charleston. For that, something like that where you have to get the hell out of Dodge and you have no clue whether you're going to be able to make it to your destination in one day. A solar panel is actually a really great idea. You might have to recharge your phones and have no access to electricity. You might not be able to find a hotel, and if you do, the hotel might not have power. That happened. A lot of hotels in Columbia lost power that week because of the storm. So yeah, I can see it for that sort of thing. But the gadget is going to take up a hellacious amount of room in your backpack. It's only about 2 pounds, so that's not bad weight-wise. But size-wise, it's ridiculous. No, for camping, it's a no-go. Just a no-go. Another thing he's suggesting, he's got a really nice headlamp type flashlight. You know, the ones that fit on your forehead with a nice comfortable band. These things are great. I love them. I mean, wherever you turn your head, wherever you look, the light's right there. It's turning with your head, going right where you're trying to look. Keeps your hands free to do all sorts of nice things. But what he's suggesting is a rechargeable unit that you need to plug into a USB power outlet or use a USB cord to recharge. I already told you why I'm not taking a solar panel that he recommended with me when I'm going camping where I have to carry everything in on my back. I'd rather have the old-fashioned headlamps that take AA batteries. They don't weigh much. Way less than a pound. Throw in some extra AA batteries and you don't have to worry about recharging the battery in your headlamp. This guy just seems to want to do everything. He wants to go camping, but he wants to take the house with him. This, in my view, is not camping. I'm sorry. You may agree with him. And if you do, more power to you. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, when my wife goes camping with me, yeah, we use a camper or we get a cabin somewhere. Because she's not comfortable sleeping in tents. She wants the comforts. But she loves being out in the woods. So, yeah, I have gone camping that way. But my God, your camper should have all this stuff in it. If it doesn't, why did you buy that camper? If you did, dude, trade it in. Get a camper that's already got this stuff in it. Don't go running out and buying more. Some of it would be handy for tailgating. Great. Go buy it, It'd be fantastic for tailgating. I can see that. But not for camping. So, one thing I want to try to do this summer, as I said, I haven't actually been camping for a couple years now because of health problems. But as I lose the weight, as my knee heals, I'm going to be doing more outdoor stuff this summer. And I want to take you along with my videos. So, we'll try to get and review what I consider reasonable camping gear. And if there's something you'd like me to see review, go ahead and comment down below, man. Let me know. If I can get it, or if it's not done reasonable, I'll be happy to review it for you. I mean, I'm not going to run out and buy a $50,000 or $100,000 camper to review that. I'm not made of money, and I don't have enough subscribers to get that sort of money through a Patreon page yet. But I'll do my best. Yeah, if it's reasonable. A reasonable price tent, something. I've done mess gear before. I'll do more. I'll do camp stoves. Definitely. Compasses, map sets, the headlights I'll do. I'll do more camp lights. I'll do it all, man. Just let me know what you want to see. And if you can, should be a subscription button right down here. Go ahead and click on that subscription button if you haven't already. Hit the bell next to it. That way you'll be notified anytime I release a new video. We can help each other out. More subscribers I get, the more videos I can do. I get enough subscribers, I can actually start making a little bit of money off of this. That'll help get me more stuff to review. You win, I win. But in the meantime, this is starting to run a little long, so I wish you luck. You take care of yourself. I hope you come along for the ride this summer and on through into the fall. And remember, if you're going to do something, no matter how minor or how major, even if it's just making funny of some guy who can't leave the comforts of home at home when he goes camping, do it with attitude. See you now. Bye.